Hi and welcome back to the channel. So as you can possibly guess, I have ordered myself an original Opsix for altered FM synthesizer from KORG. I have been looking for one of these for quite a while. So I've got the original Opsix, not the kind of Mark II. There's very little difference between them anyway, and the new one's like 700 quid, which is a bit steep considering how much these were back in 2021 when they came out. So yeah, so it's a bit, kind of a bit misunderstood, I think, the Opsix, because everyone kind of sees FM synthesizer and kind of thinks, oh well, I'm only going to be able to do kind of certain sounds, but it's nothing like that. I mean, it's completely different from your kind of standard FM DX7 type synth, and that's why it's called altered FM, because you can do a whole lot more with it than just sine wave based synthesis. I kind of did a video like this for the Gaia and it was quite successful. Basically kind of just going over the spec before I actually got it, rather than kind of doing it when I kind of got it. I can get on and do other things. One of the main things about the original one is that it got a version 2 update about a year after it came out, and they added in another operator, so it now has 6 kind of modes as opposed to 5, because you can see the 5 modes are kind of on the front panel there. Well, there's now actually 6, and they added another 100 presets because it only came with 250 presets. Yeah, so the kind of wave state and the Opsix and the mod wave all came out together about 3 years ago, and I bought the wave state and it was probably my favorite synth. Yeah, so Opsix is a digital synth unlike any other. Instantly explore hundreds of fresh, cutting-edge sounds to inspire your next musical project. Go even further with the power of customization. Front panel colored controls provide easy access for dramatic shifts in sound characteristics, from icy sparkling chimes to fuzzy deep basses. The Opsix is an entirely new tool that reveals a world of frequency exploration and a wide range of dynamic possibilities. Yeah, so for somebody who does sound design, this thing is pretty cool. And it actually has a proper sized mod and pitch bend, unlike the Gaia. So you've got your kind of 6 operators here, and you've got the kind of levels and also the ratios there. Like I said, the red ones are the carriers and the blue ones are the modulators. You've got other controls there, and you've also got a 16-step sequencer, very similar to the mod wave and the wave state. So yeah, so it doesn't have anywhere near as many knobs and buttons as the wave state, which is quite good because that was a bit of a sea of knobs. You can see there it's exactly the same keyboard, 37 keys. Kind of they're not full size, they're kind of slightly slimmer, and the back's got kind of quite basic outputs. You've got MIDI in out, you've got USB connection, you've got power, and you've got a left and right output. I'll play some of the presets, or the new presets, on the version 2 bit. So yeah, so we'll just scroll right down. So get illuminated with the operator mixer. So at the heart of every sound is Opsix operator mixer, a simple set of 6 faders and knobs that invite exploration. Each part lights up red to indicate a sound, or blue for a modulator. Changing the position of these controls opens up new sound shaping possibilities to breathe fresh life into your musical ideas. The straightforward hands-on workflow is part of what makes Opsix so unique. Things like the DX7 were a bit of a freaking nightmare. There was an absolute ton of menu driving, and that's why everybody just used the presets. Direct hands-on control, whether you're tweaking a preset or building a patch from the ground up. The 6 data entry knobs on the right give you quick access to the parameters you need and seamlessly sync with the large OLED display, giving you a clear, focused direction to your workflow. So select from a range of analog style filters. So from the Radical MS-20 to the powerful yet smooth KORG Poly6 low pass filter that gives you sound a vintage feel. There's also 2 or 4 pole low pass, high pass, band pass. So there's even a built-in spectrum analyzer and oscilloscope that gives you visual feedback via the screen on the music you're making, which is pretty good because we didn't get an oscilloscope or a spectrum analyzer on the wave state. Maybe you got one on the mod wave, but I don't know. So you got 6-in-1 synthesis. So the core of the Opsix is nothing short of exponential. 6 waveforms can be arranged and modulated in nearly infinite ways. Opsix can easily do the sonic work that is similar to numerous types of synthesis. So yeah, like I said, it is not just FM. We have got subtractive, we've got semi-modular, we've got analog modeling, we've got wave shaping, additive, and classic FM. What started as legacy synthesis has evolved into something completely different. Opsix is FM based, but the similarities to the classic synthesis end there. The altered FM architecture delivers sound across a vast spectrum, far wider than any single synthesis has been able to cover before. Thanks to new sound components, new waveforms, filters, shaping effects, LFOs, envelopes, modulators, and more. So there are 30 types of high-def effects that you can use together to enhance your sounds even further. And then you've got polyphonic motion sequencing. Features the incredible step sequencer that rivals groove boxes for flexibility and power. Press the play button on any sound and experience the complexity of the sequence. Every program has its unique sequence stored with it, or create your own. So yeah, so it's quite cool. You can record up to 6 notes per step and edit each note's velocity, gate time, and playback timing. The Opsix mod possibilities are genuinely mind-blowing. With 60 operator modes and 40 preset algorithms, plus the ability to create your own, the synthesis is supercharged with the processors that come at the end of the signal chain. The mod section works separate from the operators, with 3 EGs and 3 LFOs and 12 virtual patches for a wide variety of routing possibilities. And it also has the randomize feature that the mod wave and the wave state had as well. Get the librarian software, which is basically very, very similar to how the wave state looks. This was probably the best one for when you're creating presets, because you can just name them, put your author name in, categories and notes and everything in there. So we'll have a quick look at version 2 update. So yeah, exploring new features. So I'll leave a link to this video. So in Opsix version 2, the effect operator mode was added. When using this mode, the oscillator signal and input signal are fed into one of the 10 different effects: peaking EQ, shelving EQ, phaser, short delay, comb filter, distortion, drive, decimator, wave shaper, and punch. So there's 2 other noises. So it came with white noise, you now get pink and blue noise. Aftertouch is now selectable as a control source. I mean, it doesn't actually have aftertouch, but if you are using another MIDI keyboard that did. So yeah, so there are 100 new preset programs and improvements to some of the original 250, resulting in 350 total presets. To accommodate this new data, the default program order and favorites has been updated as well. And I will play some of these because they are quite nice. So gently strings pad. So like I said, you can pretty much do anything. Lonely Star is really nice. I could see me using this one. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Let's see what Feel the Warmth's like. Very 80s. And Night Sky. That sounds pretty cool. So yeah, so these are some of the new ones that you get with it. I have been lucky enough to buy one that has over 40 preset banks added to it, and a lot of these are from the LFO store and KORG and various other companies. So the LFO store are normally pretty damn good. So that's great, because that gives me an absolute, I don't know how many more presets. You can download the system updater, the sound data, and the librarian from this page as well. So we'll just go to the specs. So the only difference between this and the new OPSIX is that this has 32 voices and the new Mark II has 64. So apart from that and a few other minor tweaks, that's it. It's exactly the same screen, the same size, the same controls. They haven't really changed anything apart from a bit under the hood. So it has 37 keys. Like I said, it is velocity sensitive. You get 6 operators, 1 filter, like I said, 3 EGs, 3 LFOs, 3 effects, step sequencer and an ARP. There's 40 preset and user algorithms. There's 5 operator modes. Well, there's 6 now. So there's FM, ring mod, filter FM, wavefolder and effect. You get 21 waveforms. You get 11 filter types. You get 23 LFO waveforms, 30 effects. So you get chorus, unison, auto pan, flanger, rotator, speaker, wah, exciter, limiters, compressors, delays, spring reverb, shimmer reverb, you name it. The sequencer is up to 16 steps and 6 notes per step, and the motion sequencer is up to 6 lanes. The ARP has 7 patterns, manual, up, down, alt 1, alt 2, random and trigger, and number of programs 500. So you get 250 presets, 250 user programs. So there's now, let's say, 350 presets. So that will reduce the number of user programs. And there is 64 favorite slots, 16 slots times 4 banks, a 6.3mm stereo headphone jack. So you've got the main TRS output, left and right. You've got a damper, MIDI in out, you've got USB-B port, and you have an AC adapter. So that is about it. I'll just play you a wee bit of this video.
Hi, Lou from KORG here today, and I'm talking to you about version 2 of the OPSIX. So what we've done is we've added a few new features. The first thing is we've added a new operator mode. So we already had the 5 different operator modes you see on the top here, but we've added a 6th one, and that is an effect operator. So you can now use an effect as an operator, which is pretty cool. You can then feed your sounds through that and create some really interesting sounds. We've also added some new waveforms into the operators. So we've got pink and blue noise now as well. And we've added 100 new programs as well. So 100 new sounds in there to get involved with, which are great. Plus some more operational things like it'll respond to Aftertouch now. Every single sound has been programmed for that, which is really good. So let's dive in and have a look at this new effect op. So the sound you actually heard at the beginning there was using that. So if I press mode there, I can see on operator 1, I'm using a wave shaper, for instance, for that sound. Let's take a look at another one. We've got 10 to choose from in total. Another one of the effects is called punch. So that sounds a bit like this. It's really nice on this snowball sound, it's called.
So there we go. So like I said, I'll leave a link to that in the description as well. You can watch the whole video. It's only about 10 minutes, but it does give you a pretty good idea of all the new things that have happened in version 2.0. Thanks for watching. And like I said, I will be getting this probably next week. We'll do some more sound demos and in-depth creating patches from scratch and all that sort of malarkey. Thanks for watching. And as usual, if you are enjoying these videos, please like, subscribe, share and comment. And I will see you in the next one.